All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another video. All right, y'all. So shout out to my man BJ, but I had brought this up in his live stream last night, and I just kind of wanted to come back and give my thoughts on my channel about it because, I definitely feel like, hey, Grasso, she proved me wrong when it came down to fighting at a championship level, but she also proved me and a lot of people wrong about the dog in her. She definitely proved a lot of people wrong because I was looking at this recent interview. And, she went back and talked about her performance against Macy Barber. And, a lot of us that saw that fight, we clearly feel that, I clearly feel that Alexa Grasso was winning the fight. She was pretty much, ahead of Macy Barber when it came down to the striking IQ and the ground game. But in the third round, we all know that Macy Barber is a 3-round fighter. She really started to turn it on. But there was just like a difference in approach from Alexa Grasso. We all thought maybe she just took her foot off the gas and wanted to coast, or that she felt the power. But according to Alexa Grasso, there was another pop. There was a pop in that leg, man. She tore her ACL. So, she just kind of had to slow it down in the round. She thought it was about over, but, she tried to find a way to make an adjustment and tried to fight off the cage a little bit more in that fight. But, she turned out the winner. After the fight, she got surgery and got therapy, and everything, and, came back to win the belt. So, I just wanted to say shout out to Grasso. She proved that she had the dog. I mean, she showed it in a different way. And, she even did it low key. She did it low key. She kept it quiet. She didn't let anybody know because usually, like she said, and I've always said, whenever you have them type of injuries, your opponents or future opponents, they will target that leg or they'll target the scar tissue or whatever it is, So good on Grasso for, for fighting the tough fight, but, taking the time out, keeping it on the low. Shout out to her team for that, too. And then, bouncing right back and get right back into the mix. So, after a torn ACL, fighters aren't the same. Sometimes fighters aren't the same. So we're still going to wonder if, Casey O'Neal's going to be the same, Manon and so on, any of these fighters, that torn ACLs. But just looking back at this interview, this is what she said. Grasso said, this is something I never spoken about because it would hurt me, and I thought I was never going to be the same fighter. But in the third round, Macy, like around 2 minutes in, we had a weird movement, and my knee stayed stuck on the canvas, and I heard a pop. I was like, okay, something's wrong, and this was probably her worst round. She's obviously her worst round. I couldn't move the same, and when I walked on it, it felt like your sandal is wet and your foot slides away. I thought this can't be happening. I'm winning the fight. I just want to throw myself on the ground and say no more. It's over. So yeah, she must have been in some real pain when that happened, but she just tried to fight. She said, I tried to fight with my back against the cage as much as I could. I gave it my best, and I won the fight. So yeah, we all know she lost that round, but she still tried her best to stay in it. She clearly won the first 2 rounds, and she stayed in the fight. That's important because you just never know what's going to happen. That's why a lot of the times, I say, these fighters, they have to learn how to fight at a good rhythm and even start fast sometimes. They can't just have feel out rounds, because when you just stick to having like a feel out round, you never know what's going to happen. Headbutt, cut, you might like she feel a pop and boom, you're going to be behind the round. So she made sure she secured the rounds and kept going. So Grasso also said, after that, the following week I got surgery. I needed to get it done right away. I also didn't want to speak about it because when you have an injury that bad, your opponents just want to target your knee, obviously. That's why I stayed quiet and said nothing. I did rehab, also got the opportunity to do commentary, and in the meantime, I thought, let's see if it's gonna be the same as before, if my footwork is gonna be the same. It hurt terribly. Torn ACL is the worst. She said it's a nightmare of any athlete, but she did a rehab and did more than I needed to come back, recover. 2 years later, I'm champion, and that, she said, that fills her with that pride. She no longer thinks of the surgery and just moves on from it because, the best came from it, right? So, yeah, man, shout out to Grasso. Like I said, every fighter proves that they're dog in different ways, and we do have to kind of open our eyes to that. She bit down. She kept fighting. She didn't win the round because she knew if she tried to push it, she probably could have got even more hurt, but she stayed in the fight, and, she just didn't say anything about it. Like I said, that's good because anytime you speak out about that type of stuff, people will start targeting that. Fighters will target that. So, yeah, man, like I said, shout out to my man BJ. I had to mention it on his stream, but I just wanted to talk about it over here because I know we all been giving Grasso a lot of flack, leading up to the fight and even before the fight, but she proved everybody wrong by biting down, sticking to a game plan, even being behind in the fight, still staying in it and winning. And even in the Macy Barber fight, when we all felt like she kind of took her foot off the gas, there was good reason. But, hey, she secured the first 2 rounds and won it. Hey, that's a real champ. So moving forward from here, it looks like Grasso and Shevchenko is about to be locked in for September 16th. And the way Grasso's taking the approach, it looks good. I mean, Valentina, she's training hard, too. You know, she's out in Vietnam right now getting it in. But, you know, she's been doing a lot of talking. I don't think she's been given the full credit to Grasso. She's still calling her that opportunistic fighter. But, hey, man, Grasso, she's doing what everybody else does. She's honing her craft. She's building up her tools. And, you know, she's fighting like a dog in there, you know. So, got to give her a lot of credit, guys. But let me know what y'all think. Y'all think about the situation, about this rematch coming up. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.